The Falken Wildpeak tire will be one of your most affordable options in the all-terrain category, while still delivering a great balance of on and off-road performance, ride quality, and excellent snow traction, along with a very impressive 55,000 mile warranty. Now your sizing will be available to fit 17, 18, and 20-inch wheels, and with tire heights ranging from 29 to 35 inches tall. Pricing will vary depending on that sizing, of course, but look to spend between $100 and $300 per tire here on the site. So Falken recently updated their very popular Wildpeak lineup, including their mud terrain tire and also the all-terrain tire that we're talking about here today, and have baked in a lot of cool features to help this thing perform a little bit better for an all-terrain tire, but at the same time maintain a very quiet ride quality that a lot of owners crave out of an AT tire. And first things first, what do you say we start with the tread here? And Falken actually claims that the Wildpeak AT will have some of the deepest tread within the category, which will not only aid in bad weather or off-road traction, but will also allow you to see some more mileage out of this tire when compared to some other options in the category. Again, 55,000 miles according to Falken with proper rotation. Now that tread and the compound does feature a very heavy silica blend, which will allow the tire to grip very well in wet conditions, along with cold weather temperature as well, which brings us to a great point. Now this tire has been given the three-peak mountain snowflake symbol, which does designate this tire worthy of severe snow duty. Now this carries a lot more weight to it when you compare it to the traditional mud and snow rating, which tend to get handed out pretty easily anymore. So if you're in a heavy snow area and would prefer an affordable all-terrain tire, the Falken is certainly worth some serious consideration. Now speaking a little bit more to that tread pattern, guys, it's typically what you're gonna see here in the all-terrain category, but if you look a little bit closer with those lugs, you're gonna find a good amount of siping here, which will help with your wet traction, but in addition to also adding a little bit more handling stability with the tire itself. Now deep within that tread void, you're actually gonna see some step down blocks here with the tread lugs, which will help some stones or help eject some stones from the tread void itself, in addition to help cutting through some of that deep stuff, whether it be mud, dirt, sand, gravel, snow, whatever. So a little bit more tech going into the actual tread design here with the Wildpeak when compared to previous generations. But moving away from the tread area, let's move down towards the sidewall, because there's some very unique features going on here with the Wildpeak, more specifically this little fin portion nearest the bead area. Now Falken actually did that in an effort to reduce some of the temperature of the critical part of the tire here, especially when carrying a big payload or towing something heavy. So very cool, and that's not something you see with every tire in the category. Now moving a little bit closer to the shoulder here, you're gonna find these offset shoulder blocks and some nice shoulder detail with the Wildpeak AT. And not only does that give you a little bit more protection in this area, which is very common for failures while on the trail, but it's also gonna give you a little bit more detail, provide you with a little bit more traction when these puppies are aired down a little bit. Now finally, for you guys wondering what the UTQG numbers are with this tire, well, it's not something every manufacturer gives with an all-terrain tire, but Falken does in this case. And you are gonna be looking at a 660 for tread wear, along with a single A and B for traction and temp grades respectively. So in closing, if you're looking for an all-terrain tire that will really excel in off-road or snowy conditions, offer a relatively quiet ride while on the road, and be very affordable, well, then you should definitely check out the Falken Wildpeak AT3 tire right here at AmericanTrucks.com.